Bottom of the hour, guys. Y'all about ready to crank this up?
Yeah, everybody ready for the boat anchors net?
Go for it. Lynn, you want to go first, or what do you want to do?
I didn't even know who was supposed to talk last time after we started, Guy. So I sure don't know now. Am I supposed to do it?
Oh, I don't know. Just flip the coin. Somebody go ahead and do it.
Well, I guess I'll do it, but I can't say for sure who did last time. I can still hear our friends up 3KC from us. All right, good evening, everybody. Anybody need this frequency for any kind of emergency traffic? K5LYN, listening? I guess not. All right, good evening, folks. This is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin, and I hope I'm on 3870. If I'm not, somebody can correct us after I quit talking here. We get together here on Wednesday evenings and talk about the early days of single sideband. A lot of vacuum tube radios are operated here, and we also talk to the fellows on the hybrids. And so you come by on Modern Radio and want to check in, but you're interested in the subject matter, why, you're welcome here too. Buy-sell trades are welcome if they are boat anchor related, and let's keep the buy-sell trades pretty well restricted to that, because there's plenty of other trader nets to trade other kinds of stuff. Buy-sell trades are welcome if they're boat anchor related. So, if you have a technical question, radio you're working on, you're not sure what's going on with it, this is a good place to ask for technical advice, because there are many, many capable people here that know a lot and may well have found themselves in a situation with a radio they're working on like that previously. All right, I'm going to take the first, I don't know, 6 maybe people that I heard earlier in the evening, and I guess we'll give it to Guy, let him pick up some, and then Jim can pick up some, then we'll take some check-ins. So if we didn't get you on the early list, stand by. We will get you sooner or later. Let me start with my neighbor, George, Mr. TXW. George, you're first in line, K5LYN.
Well, howdy, Lynn, and all around the net from WB5TXW, a couple of rock throws away from you on the usual S-line stop, 32S175S3, 30L1, the Bud Whitney power supply, the box with the speaker in it, with wings on them so you know they work better, the static 10D microphone, same old stuff, keeps on working. And this is going to sound strange, Lynn, but I swear the radios are working different. To me, I must be getting superstitious. Since the drier air blew in, what do you think, over?
Well, I can't tell any difference.
Alright, well, I can't either, I guess, but I guess I'm always looking for symbolism and hidden meanings. Anyway, that's
okay,
it.
Well, maybe out there. Anything else for the net, George?
And see about the Saturday AM and so forth. WB5TXW back to net.
I'm absolutely looking for breakfast on Saturday morning. I failed to say what I'm talking on tonight. This is the Central Electronics 20A, driving a homebrew amplifier, 460Q5s, grid-driven. And rather than an outboard VFO, I use the VFO in my receiver to excite the 20A, so I am transceiving. And let's talk to maybe another 20A. Jim, are you on yours? Mr. JKO, K5LYN.
Well, hello there, Lynn. K5LYN. And the group, WD5JKO. Yeah, I'm on the Gonset again tonight, running a little bit of angel music, AM. Everyone's got a nice signal. And I was on the Flex earlier, so I didn't disturb the guys up the band with my upper sideband there. So anyway, we missed you at breakfast the last few weeks there, Lynn. So I guess if you're going to be there, that'll be good, and maybe George will be there too. That'd be great. So anyway, this old setup here starts with a Night Kit V44, an old external VFO with a power supply built in, circa 1958. I got an X-Lock 2 stabilizer in there. And it's driving the Gonstedt G76, which is the AM desktop transceiver. And it's also got a 6DQ5 in the final, but this is Class C and modulated by a pair of 6DQ6s. So anyway, all of that then goes through a little attenuator and then into the amplifier, the Gonstedt GSB201. So that's the scoop here, and maybe later on tonight, 8 o'clock or a little after, I may get up on 3880 or 3890 on AM. So anyway, back to net, K5LYN, WD5JKO, Jim in Round Rock.
Jim, it's got absolutely beautiful audio, really does. And that's one of the most unique radios. If folks don't know what a Gonstedt G76 is, ought to look it up on the internet, because there's nothing like it ever made that I know of. And I've never had one, but you've had that one for a long time, and I know it does a great job for you. All right, Jim, anything else for the net tonight? And I will see you Saturday morning for breakfast.
Nothing else here, okay?
Roger, roger. All right. Let's see. Then we must be to Jay. Mr. QS, what do you say, Jay? K5LYN.
Well, good evening, Lynn, and everybody out there. This is Jay, KM5QS down here in Alice, Texas, on the Collins station this evening, the 32S1, 75S1, 30L1, and let's see, what I've got 312B4 and DL1. That's a dummy load, believe it or not, Collins. I don't know how many of them are out there. There may be more than I thought, but this one's pretty clean. I'll be powered by the 516F2, which was immaculately restored to as good or not, if not better than completely perfectly original Collins standards. In CCA, this power supply would have to be rated excellent. Joe Persley did a wonderful job on it, and I'm going to keep it forever. Somebody can get their hands on it the same way I did. I'm going to have to be in the ground first. But at any rate, everybody's sounding good and looks good and all that kind of good stuff. So nothing special. Looking for a little cool air to come through. It got up to 97 down here. No, 98 down here today. I wasn't ready for that. Maybe it'll get better later. But talk to y'all. Let's see. I guess that's about it.
All right, Jay. Hey, you mentioned Joe. We miss him, you know. He was always at Belton, and we don't get to see him anymore.
Oh, I know. Yeah, he was a fine individual. He served his country really well, and he sure knew his radios. But, yep. All righty. KM5QS, back to you then.
Okay, all right, Jay. Good to hear you tonight. Beautiful signal on the Collins. Hey, let me call my friend Frank if he's still lurking over there. KK5IA. Frank, you still there? K5LYN.
K5LYN and the net. This is KK5IA. Yes, everybody's sounding really good. And I wanted to mention I have a GPS Warrior that might be good for parts. Or somebody might want to restore. Needs some work on the heater switch and is not in the original cabinet. $100. Let me know if you're interested. I'm getting QRZ. Weather here in Center Point is windy today, and nice and bright and fairly warm. It's nice sounding good, and we'll look forward to visiting with you later on. K5YN, KK5I.
Hey, Frank, you might have said, but did you tell people how to get in touch with you? I could still hear the people from 73 about as loud as I hear you, over.
Well, I'm getting QRZ, and I'll give a phone number if anybody wants it. So, also KK5I at ARRL.net will do it too.
That ought to work, Frank. All right, good luck with the Warrior there. Okay, I think I've talked enough here. Guy, what do you think? W5CMK, K5LY.
K5LYN and the boat anchors. I'll give it a whirl in. This is W5CMK. Northeast Texas, just outside of Kilgore. tonight I'm running my TR4 Charlie, the newest Drake in the bunch here, or the youngest one, not the newest one, the youngest one. And my 2KD5 Henry up to a double bazooka at about 45 foot. And I'm speaking into a D104 amplified microphone with a question mark element in it. And that's about what we got going on here tonight. All right, let's see what we got here. We got, I think I got a Papa uniform radio. Is that correct? Well, maybe I didn't get it written down right. Hey, Mike, MTT, what's up in your neck of the woods? Well, that's naught for naught. Am I getting out?
Yes, sure.
All right, let's move down the list. We'll come back up there to those two. W5TS Scott, are you still in there?
Hey guys, I'm here, Scott here. I'm in Austin, Texas, outside of Buffalo. I'm on a helicopter HT-37 with a D104 mic, and I'm working on the project of getting interface with the 444. I hope to be on next Wednesday night with a new mic. My receivers, helicopters S6111, and that's all I've got. I'm enjoying hearing these old radios, and that's all I've got. So, guys, back to you, over.
Roger, Scott. Well, I caught most of it. Your microphone is really sounding narrow to me there. So, anyway, got a little work to do on that, and I'll bet you can figure out what's going on and find a cure for it.
Well done, guys.
All right, good deal, Scott. Talk to you next weekend. Hey, Ralph, BTM, what's up in your neck of the area?
Yeah, W5CMK and the net inside BTM. Good evening, Guy and everyone. Name is Ralph. We're in Spring, Texas. Just running barefoot tonight. Kenwood TS830 sugar. And a D444 microphone, sure. And what a difference 24 hours makes. We were commenting last night how great the band was. And too bad it couldn't do it 2 nights in a row. Won't hold it, but say 73 temporarily. I'm going to try to get on the Heathkit in a few minutes here, guys. So, back to you. W5CMK N5BTM.
W5RS. Okay, Doug, I got you on the list. We'll grab you here in a minute.
That was it. Go ahead, Guy. Too.
Okay, Ralph, good deal. Yeah, we made the comment last night. I bet it'll be crappy tonight, and it turned out to be true, right?
Roger. QSL.
Good deal, Ralph. We'll talk to you on your Heathkit here in a little bit. Hey, where's that screwdriver mechanic at down there in Wimberley, Texas? W5SFN. Come on in here, Ralph.
Hey, you hurt my feelings calling me a screwdriver mechanic. No, that's what I call myself, and let people think it's funny, huh? Yeah, that's W5SFN. Everybody sounds good. I'm talking on an old 520S here. I got another one sitting just like it, only it looks a lot newer. And I got 4 or 5 other old pieces of junk laying around here that I fixed up, but I like these old radios here. They work pretty good. Anyhow, everybody sounds good. I just heard one signal there was a little off, but who cares? It might have been an old radio of some kind. But these work good for me. Of course, I keep them in good shape. This W5SFN Wembley.
Roger that there, Al. Hey, did you ever get that cat hemmed up out there behind your house?
No, I have something in my pocket to take care of him, though.
Roger that. No, you can. All right, good deal. Catch you next weekend, Al. I'm going to pick a couple more up, then I'm going to throw it down there to Jim so it don't seem like I'm hogging all of the fun here. Hey, Steve, right around the corner from me over here. SED, come on in.
Well, good afternoon, or good evening, Guy, and all the boat anchors. Oh, good golly, we got a little more rain and powder, but we needed it. That's okay, but now it's gone. Tonight I'm on a 520 and a 30L1 and an MC50, and the wire's up about 40-odd feet. And that's about it, Guy. Back to you. K0 SCD.
Roger that, Steve. Yeah, we got about maybe an inch or so in about probably 45 minutes over here. I think that's about how quick it came.
Yeah, it didn't last long.
Roger. Good deal. See you next weekend. Let me catch BFA, and then I'm gonna throw it down there to Mr. Jim in Uvalde. Hey, W5BFA, come on in here on that tempo.
Okay, guys. W5CMK, W5BFA. I did cut the mic game back a little bit to about 9 o'clock, like Jim suggested. And yeah, I'm talking on the old Tempo 1 tonight. It's National Radio. I picked it up from Guy there, and the only thing I did do is something I do with all boat anchors when I get one is I went through with some contact cleaner and cleaned all the switches and controls and everything, which you guys that mess with boat anchors know that's a normal operation. And it's some fun looking little radio so far. I really enjoyed it. From the Tempo 1 to an infrared V up about 10, 15 feet, can't be any higher than that. And going through an SP220 amp, and the microphones are a D10, which may be a little hot for this thing, but that seems to be working okay. Although boat anchor is sounding good, and I do have a boat anchor question if anybody wants to hear it about a TR4. W5CMK, W5BFA.
Well, did you say you had a question about a TR4, Gary?
Yeah, I sure do. I've got a TR4 that I hooked up to a power supply. It worked fine. Worked real good to receive and transmit, and then I turned it off to one of the microphones, try it with a microphone, and come back, turned it on, it wouldn't like come on, and the power supply was okay, so I don't know, I never run into anything like that before.
I guess you wiggle all the wires, right?
Yeah, I wiggled all the wires and everything, and I thought it was a power supply problem when I tried another supply, and that was, turned out not to be the problem. I was just measuring the one I had wrong, and I don't know, I just never had that happen before. It just, it comes on, but you don't have any idea in the radio. It won't transmit, of course.
Well, I tell you, first thing I do is go through and wiggle all the tubes and make sure you don't have a tube socket that's not making a good contact. And then if it's got the plug-in TR relay, make sure that that TR relay is seated real good. Over.
Okay, I'm going to get some of that stuff and try and see what happens.
Roger, Roger. Anybody else got any suggestions for Al there? I mean, for Gary?
Well, we want to make sure that the TR relay is throwing when he pushes to talk.
It was when I tried it the first time, Ben, so I don't know. It might have quit, though. That's how boat anchors are. One minute to work, next minute they don't.
Yeah. It's probably something simple.
I'm sure it is something I'm just overlooking, but I'll find it. But I thought somebody might have some ideas. I'll give me some things to do, and I appreciate that.
All right, very good deal. Hey, Mr. Jim, ZIV, you want to give it a whirl? W5CMK, take her away.
Sure, guy, I can do that. Am I working up there?
Absolutely.
All right. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. I'm back on the trusty FT102 this evening. Didn't get home in time to warm up the Swan. I was going to try to put it on this week, but that's the way it works. I'm driving the B&W PT2500A. It goes into the big old tuner, and it goes out there to the ladder line fed dipole. So hopefully everybody's going to hear me well. All right, let me see if Mr. Andy's still hanging around. KD5PUR, are you still hanging around? All right, he must have moved on. All right, Mr. Mike, WA5MTT, can you hear me now? So Mike must have got a phone call. All right, hey, Don, W5DK, you want to come on in here?
Yes, sir. Good evening, Jim, everybody on the net. Name here's Don, and we're in Spring Branch. north of San Antonio in the beautiful hill country. Beautiful day except for the winds. Station here is a Drake TR4 with a D104. Same thing I've been running into a Heathkit tuner and out to a double extended ZEP. And we're just running barefoot. On the other gentleman's TR4, I'd say also the band switch and maybe the crystals, the reseat, everything like y'all were describing. Other than that, I do have I know where some stuff's at that the guy's wanting to get rid of. He's got some receivers and whatnot. He's got an S40D, an SX71, S86, and then a National NC183, and then a Knight R100. He's in the San Antonio area. So if somebody's interested in any of that stuff, I think it's clean and working. I just saw a few pictures. They can reach out to me. I'm good on QRZ, and I'll get everybody hooked up. But just throwing it out there for somebody. Back to you, Jim. Thanks for running the net and everybody's net control, and everybody sounds good. Enjoying the evening. Back to y'all, W5DK.
All right, Don. Sounded good over my way anyhow. But I ain't that far from you. All right, hey, Mr. Doug over there, W5IS. What's going on over there in Louisiana?
Hey, good evening, Jim, and all the nets from W5IS. Where's the daggum line of storms are getting close? I think to pull the plug on it, but I am running TR4C and driving SP1000 to a inverted beat stuck up there in the air. But just wanted to check in and out. I'm not going to hang around because that line is getting mighty close. W5IS.
All right, Doug, sounding good over my way. Yeah, get that stuff unplugged and ungrounded, and so there won't be no accident. All right, hey, Mr. Joseph, WA5EIJ, what's going on over your way?
Howdy, Jim, and all the guys. Oh, man, I got some stuff to tell you. First of all, you guys are listening to a Central Electronics 200Z. And I'm listening on a Drake R4 Charlie, of which has the S meter pinned by KV5ZI and a V. More so, I am positive this is an arc welding type signal. My Flex is basically offline. Its input is grounded, and you're the only signal that shows up over there. And you show up S9 on a grounded antenna Flex 6700. How do you do that? You know, I have a couple thoughts. One is that 2500 that goes into a antenna tuner. I think that antenna tuner's got some just bigger tubes in it. And speaking of that, is it true that you got 440 volt service, 400 amp three-phase service just for all your equipment? Over.
That ain't right, Joseph. Maybe it's that low band antenna I got buried out here.
What it is, but I'm not kidding you. You are 60 over on a Drake a Drake R4 Charlie. That is the truth.
So you might need to recalibrate that meter.
It's
on
magic.
The dummy mode, it shows 0.
So you got to put the 50 microvolts in it.
And just keep in mind, you're the only signal. An S9 with the antenna grounded on the Flex, please.
Well, there's nothing like ladder line.
Well, whatever it is, you're running a lot of power. You got a heck of a strong signal. I think Jay's got a comment about this, but whatever it is, you are strong at my TTH.
Roger.
I just said it's magic.
Yeah, that ain't even legal limit. Anyway, Joseph, you sound good over here. I know some of that can't be right.
might have blown too many fuses today, over.
That's what I'm thinking. Anyway, hey, let's see if Mike made it back. WA5MTT, you make it back, brother? All right, Lynn, that's everybody that I had written down. Mike's the only dangling participle there. You want to try a few?
Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, I've got good copy on everybody. Maybe it's a little bit quieter here or something. I think most of the storm activity's north and east of us. Anyway, this is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. I'm in Austin. I'm back. And this is the Central Electronics 28, driving a homebrew amplifier. Who else for the boat anchors tonight? I'm listening.
KB0UOA.
Okay, KB0UOA. What do you say, Steve?
KB0UOA, Steve. We start with a lot of noise out there. USDS 830S with the E2FL 2100S into my vertical antenna. Looks like we're running about 500 watts there. Haven't been trying to pull people out, but at least I hope you can hear me there, man. KB0UOA.
Okay, Steve. Well, I tell you what, your signal's not as good as it is in the dead of winter, but I guess we expect that. How are you hearing me up there? Over.
That's 5 SX there. Like I said, there's a lot of
Okay. Okay, we can live with that. Well, we know it's going to be that way as we get further into the spring. Good to hear you. Anything else for the net tonight?
That's all we have here. Thanks for checking in. KB0UOA.
Okay, from Wichita, Kansas there. All right, who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? K5LYN, listening.
Well, man, I finally made it back, WA5MTT.
Okay, hey, Mike, we've called you 2 or 3 times. We figured you had to run an errand or down the hall, something like that. And somebody else, whoever checked in at the same time, let me talk to Mike, then we'll pick up the other game. Mike, back to you.
Oh, okay, Lynn. Well, real quick, I'm on the Collins S line tonight. The winged emblem version, 75S2 receiver, 32S1 transmitter, the 312B4 station console, and the 30S1 amplifier. And the mic is Electro-Voice 664. Anyway, everybody's sounding good here, even though the band was a little quirky starting out. I do have a one. If anybody out there has a pair of 8122 tubes, maybe a match pair would be helpful, but that's like a needle in a haystack. I have found a couple on eBay, but if anybody might happen to have a pair of 8122s, give me a shout, Lynn.
You know, I actually don't even know what that is. Is that a ceramic tube, Mike?
Yeah, it's a metal ceramic tube that Burl, a company called Burl, made them for National and I guess the federal government, and then RCA, I know, made them as well. It's about less than 400 watts plate dissipation, but they were used in the NCL 2000.
I thought that tube.
Uh-oh.
What happened?
Hope Lynn didn't blow a fuse.
What?
If he did, he's still blowing it.
What? Was that something about my signal? I missed y'all.
Yeah, you disappeared.
What is it?
You disappeared.
Well, my meters are still kicking. How much talking did I do that nobody heard?
I don't know. We didn't hear it.
I don't think I did either, Jay. Am I back?
Oh, yeah, you're back now. Fine.
Well, that's pretty weird. All right, let me try again. Anything else on your end, Mike?
No, that's it, Lynn. But again, that little 8122 is real small, kind of like a 3CX 3CX 400, kind of that size.
Right. Okay. Well, I was watching the plate current meter. Maybe I better watch my output meter. I wonder what that was all about. All right, moving on. Who else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? K5LYN, listening.
Hey, Willie Baker 5, Lima X-Ray Zulu, WV5 LXZ.
LXZ, pick it up.
Hey, Lynn, just want to say good evening to you and everybody on the net. I'm on the old Swan 270 Bravo running barefoot off a vertical, a diagonal tonight, up about 35 feet. And I'm located in Bedford, and everybody sounded good tonight with the static in the background. Just wanted to say hello and get in for the count. Willie Baker 5, Lima X-Ray Zulu.
Okay, Jim. Yeah, you're sounding fine. And you said where you are, but you went by me too fast, and I have forgotten. Where are you located?
Yeah, I'm in Bedford, between Dallas and Fort Worth.
Okay, gotcha. Nice signal into Austin. Good to hear you. Anything else for the net tonight?
Another thing, does this mic sound okay? I'm on a Kenwood mic, MC60.
It sounds absolutely great to me. I don't have a single issue with it.
Okay, very good. Thanks a lot. Everybody have a good evening.
All right, good to hear you. Who else for the net? K5LYN, listening?
X-Ray Whiskey recheck.
Go ahead, George.
All right, Lynn, when they were having problems hearing you, just so you know, I heard a buzz. And, however, I could hear your audio behind the buzz, which means that wasn't even you. Who knows? WB5TXW back to net.
Beats me. I can't figure it out. Well, I've always thought it was best to look at the output rather than the plate current, and I'll just keep my eye on it. That way we know we're in business here. Okay, anybody else for me tonight? K5LYN, listening? Okay, Ralph, I got you. Pick it up.
All right, K5LYN, N5BTM, on the heat kit, hot water 12A, running about 160, 170 watts. So we were able to make both of them tonight, over.
Yeah, that rig's doing a great job, Ralph. I noticed the audio is a little bit more crisp than the other station was, but it's perfectly good. Sounds exactly like it, and a perfectly nice signal into Austin. Over.
Well, very good. I'll take it and quit on that. So, thank you very much. K5LYN, N5BTM.
In fact, the band must have opened up a little bit better because you were even louder on that transmission. All right. Let's see. Let's pass this on around. Guy, you want to take a few shots at it? Over to you. K5LYN.
K5LYN and the boat anchor. Yep, I'll give it a whirl. It is W5CMK running TR4C Drake and 2KD5 Henry amp up to a double bazooka at about 45 foot. We'll see if anybody wants to check in with me. If you'd like to check in to the Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now with your call sign suffix slogan. Try to listen up and make sure I can hear you.
5R.
Why, heck, Rusty, I can hear you if you didn't even key up.
Good evening, Guy, and everybody on the Boat Anchors. Calls Whiskey Kilowatt 5 Radio. Name's Rusty. We're up here halfway between Dallas and Tyler, about 80 miles west of Guy there. And we're running a usual combo tonight, as we usually run. We're transmitting on the Helicopter HC-37, and we are receiving on Jim's Swan Signet 300B, driving the GS35B homebrew at his legal limit. Microphone is the Audio Technica AT2035. And that's what we got going on here, not much more. Just got some rain today. I hadn't checked to see how much, but I will in a little bit. So back to you, guys, and tighten up your guy wires. WK5R.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put springs on them there, Rusty.
Roger.
All right, good deal. The rig's sounding great, Rusty, like it always does. All right, anybody else want to talk to me on the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now with your call sign suffix.
Hotel Norway, India.
Well, there's a signal from the hill country. Hello, Steve. Come on in here.
Yeah, very good evening, Guy, and all the multitude out there from WD5HNI. How copy tonight, over?
Sounds good.
All righty, well, I got a whole room full of everybody, so it's not too bad. A little noisy, but I guess to be expected. But Anyway, tonight we're on the old American radio, an old Swan 350 here, running barefoot and the old Shure mic, and all that going up through a loop antenna. So hope it sounds good tonight there. Over.
Oh yeah, room full of you, and just about bouncing the needle off of the right-hand side of the box there. Over.
I think we got some decent local propagation maybe tonight.
Yep. Besides all the creek crash, like George calls it, and stuff down below us, everything's working pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, I saw on the weather that Dallas got hammered this afternoon or whatever. Y'all get part of that?
We got about an hour's worth, and it came through here like a freight train, and it's gone to Louisiana now.
Oh, wow, that was quick. But anyway, humidity's dropped. It's pretty dry, and actually feels kind of nice outside.
Yeah, it was about 85 or so degrees right before that little front came through, and afterwards it was 58. Just reverse the numbers, over.
Oh, wow, that's pretty good. All righty, sounding good. That's about it. So y'all take care, and we'll listen up. WD5HNI.
All right, Steve, sounding good as always. Anybody else for the boat anchors? Come down with your cross-eyed subjects, please.
5-on recheck.
Well, all righty, go ahead.
I just thought I'd switch rigs and come back in and transmit on Jim's Swan Signet 300B. So we're at now and still pushing legal limit there. Everything else is the same.
Well, sounds good. What do you think there, Jim?
Yeah, that one sounds pretty good, Rust.
Roger. I just thought I would throw a few syllables out there off of it there and kind of exercise the transmitter side of it and just the receive side. Anyway, back to you there, and we'll catch y'all after the net then. WK5R.
There is a little bit of difference. It ain't got all that upper sideband in it.
I knew you was going to say that, Jay.
Well, it's not an HT37.
Roger.
Well, but look at the brighter side, guys. We've had half of a vocabulary lesson tonight. We've had dangling participles and syllables and everything else there. Over. All right, enough of the silliness. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited? Come now. One more time for me. Anybody for the Boat Anchors Unlimited, or I'm going to throw it to South Texas. Well, I guess they don't want to talk to me anymore, Jim. KB5ZIV and the Boat Anchors, W5CMK. Take it away.
All right, Mr. Guy. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you'd like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call signs slowly, spread them out for me a little bit, guys. I'll try and get you in here.
OSME. KC0SME.
Hey, Steve.
Hey, Jim, what's going on, buddy? You doing all right down there?
I'm Peachy King.
Don't get no better than that, does it? Hey, I just want to jump in here and check in and tell everybody good evening. Radios are sounding good. Band's awful noisy, but even at that, it's in pretty good shape, man. You sound like you're sitting in here next to me. I tried to hand you a beer a couple of times, but anyway, just on the 0830 and tickling the L4 a little bit with it. Using the old Nell driver microphone. Everybody sounding good tonight. Jim, you take care down there. Good hearing you, buddy. Everybody else on the net, good evening to you. KC0SME, Wichita.
All right, Steve, you got a good strong signal down here. That old radio's working good for you.
Roger. Well, if I'm doing half as good as you are, buddy, I'm in good shape.
Right, you're right. Mine's a bunch of junk.
Yep, that's all mine is, too.
All right. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you'd like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call sign slowly, spread them out, guys, I'll try and get you in here.
As Mo used to say, you're stronger than goat's breath right now.
Well, they can be a good thing or a bad thing, I guess. Whoops, I doubled with somebody.
No, that was me. My relay didn't kick the first time I followed up.
Oh, okay. All right, Lynn, I may have run out of them for a little bit. You want to try one and give it up there to Guy, and maybe we're done for the evening.
That might be the case. Maybe some of the storms going through are louder in some places than they are here. I'm not hearing that much noise, but it may well be that that's not true. All right, this is K5LYN. My name's Lynn. This is the Central Electronics 28. Who have we got for the net tonight? I'm listening. Well, I think we must have covered the territory. All right. Well, a lot of great signals. We didn't hear that many new folks this evening, but maybe they'll pop in yet as we go around one more time. I'll say my 73s to the group and listen a round or two and see if we get anything else going. But we may have covered the territory. All right, Guy, you want to put in another pitch here? Over to you, K5LYN.
K5LYN, it is W5CMK in the boat anchors. Yeah, I'll give it another whirl. I thought I might have heard somebody come in just as you keyed up. If that person's still there, come on in.
Yeah, recheck.
Okay, I believe it's Ralph.
Yeah, Roger. Well, got over here with my, talking about looking at meters and output and all that stuff. A while ago, I had my antenna tuner switched on direct as opposed to the 80 meter position. That made a difference from about a 3-to-1 SWR to less than 1.5-to-1. So maybe you're hearing us a little bit better on the HW12A. Over.
Oh, actually, I'm gonna call it about the same, really.
Same here.
All right. Well, I don't. Okay, then that means I didn't hurt anything then. So, okay, that was it. Operator error. N5BTM.
AKA smoke in the cockpit, right?
Roger. Something like that.
All righty, good deal, Ralph. Anybody else for the Boat Anchors Unlimited, come now with your call sign suffix, please. All right, one more time, folks, or hold your peace till next weekend. W5CMK and the Boat Anchors. Come now if you'd like to check in. Well, Jim, I'm not hearing anybody, but I will say a wise man once said, if you're going through hell, keep going, because it's going to get better. Down to you there, Jim.
And don't look back. All right, folks, this is KB5ZIV. You're listening to the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, if you'll come with your call sign suffix slowly, please, guys, I'll try and get you in here. All right, one more time, last call, guys. This is the Boat Anchors Unlimited net. If you would like to check in with us this evening, come with your call sign suffix, please. Alright, I've got nothing but the AM carriers and a little bit of static, so hopefully y'all had a good week. Hopefully you're going to have a good week next week, or the rest of this week, and we'll see a lot of you next Wednesday. Guys, we appreciate each and every one of you coming by here and taking the time to check in with us, because without you guys, we can't do it. Anyhow, then, and Lynn, Guy, and myself, we all enjoy listening to the radios. We get to listen to the ones we got to play with, the ones we didn't get to play with. And we all know what it takes to keep these things up and running, so we do appreciate you guys taking the time to come in here and check in with us. So with that said, 73s guys, hopefully we'll see everybody next Wednesday. We'll return this frequency back to normal amateur use from KB5ZIV.
Thank you, Nick Controls. You did a good job. WA5EIJ.
I thought it was a great show all the way around. K5